भद्रं कर्णैभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येम अक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Let us now pray together. We offer our salutations to the all-loving being who endows all beings with consciousness. We meditate on the Lord, who is the origin of the universe. Lord, Thou abidest in all, Thou art all, Thou assumest all forms. Thou art the origin and goal of all. Thou art the self of all. Thou art existence, knowledge and bliss. Salutations unto Thee. May the world be peaceful. May the wicked become gentle. May all creatures think of mutual welfare. May their minds be occupied with what is spiritual and abiding. May our hearts be immersed in selfless love for the Lord. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Let us feel the luminous center of our consciousness. Beyond the changing cover of body and mind. This unchanging, luminous source of life and bliss remains. It is immortal. It is same, one without second, in all bodies. It is divine. The unchanging goal of all beings. This is our true identity. peace, peace, peace. Dear friends, let me share a sad, shocking news with you. Just about 2 hours ago, Vinay Thakur of Toland, Connecticut informed that his father, Lakshman Thakur, passed away this morning, or maybe after just noon time, around that, his father passed away. He was quite well this morning. He did his regular meditations and yoga exercises. There was no sign of any ailment there. He was here just about 9-10 days ago, and stayed here for one night, came on Tuesday, left on Wednesday after lunch, and most unexpected news. He was 79, but was still very active, an active working professor at Yukon stores, and very enthusiastic person, would in fact enthusiasm in others. So my prayers for his son and daughter's peace and his other extended family members, and we all really feel very shocked to hear this. And this makes today's discussion actually more pertinent in the shadow of the death, when we know this, that we are near the teacher. The discussion that we had last Sunday and are going to discuss it today also, about choosing between the two paths. Om asatu ma sadgamaya tamasu ma jyotirgamaya mrityor mam amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead us from the unreal to the real, from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge, and from this limited mortal existence to the true immortal existence itself. Peace, peace, peace. As human beings, we all have very high, noble aspirations. From time to time, they come in us very forcibly. That yes, I want to achieve that. I want to achieve the highest in life. And it takes various forms. But when one encounters or just even imagines the difficulties in achieving, uh, practicalizing those aspirations, we feel that, oh, we are not capable of doing that. Moreover, there are so many alluring other objects that we see most people are pursuing, and we go in that direction. Uh, we feel sooner or later that no, this is a path that is not leading anywhere, but still do not have the courage to give it up and choose the right path. The mind that we work with has these two paths open, that there is the path that looks very pleasant, very nice, and we see obviously lots of people going along that path. And then there is the other path which looks very difficult, and very few seem to be going on that. We know that that is going to lead to the highest goal of life, but we somehow get dragged into the pleasant looking path. It is not really path because it does not lead you anywhere. It is circular, just moving. And so, but we see many going on that, and we console ourselves that, well, this is how the world moves. This is what we have to do in life, and this is what my forefathers did. This is what my friends and relatives they are doing. And those few, they are after all exceptions. We are not going to follow that path, and we are not even capable of following that. So this is a path we see that we therefore give up our aspirations, compromise a life. Okay, let us do a few good things in life. Let us do some philanthropy. Let us be friendly with other people. Let us be loving and considerate to other beings, or let us keep good health and follow those norms of having this vibrant good health, to go to gym, eat right food and so forth. So we compromise like that, that this is good. The other things, these what we see to be right, but still are not able to make a decisive choice to go on that path. And this happens to many. In fact, most people, they get those high aspirations, but then there is when you see that for that you will have to give up many pleasant looking things in life. So then the feet, as it were, totter, and then okay, we shall think about it later. Let me have these enjoyments first. And so we go on that path. Human life, as we know, is for education, for learning. And one condition, I remember that beautiful Sanskrit verse that our these teachers used to tell. It was written on the schools on the wall that if you want knowledge, then give up the pursuit of pleasantries in life. If you want the pleasantries, forget about learning, because getting into the pleasant things makes us forget about learning. We get involved in them. They kind of capture our attention, and we forget that we need to learn and know the truth. This is how the life then gets embroiled in that. More and more so-called pleasant things, acquire more of them, and that is what becomes life. But the learning kind of stops in the true sense. The real learning is to know ourselves. Who am I? The biggest mystery that we see. And everybody, I remember even in my childhood, I used to feel, after all, who am I? What is the connection that I and these limbs have? Why, as I say, this hand is mine and that hand, it is somebody else's. Where is the connection with I? My body, how the connection has been made. Seemingly same matter, the fundamental particles constituting this body and the body of, say, Naomi, they are not different at all. Same. Even the material that constitutes these chairs, other furniture and the walls is not different from that which makes for this body. Then why this idea, this is my body, I am this body? And this thought would go on, but it would just vanish when the time to go and play would come, some friend calls, or some such occasion that fragrance of something nice being cooked comes, then this thought would just vanish. It wouldn't proceed much. So these two paths, the path that leads to something that we like and something that is right. So this is the discussion that what we were having last Sunday, that all these pleasantries, if you look at, and what we indulge in all the time, is much ado about nothing. Because those things ultimately do not bring any tangible results for us. And a person who is discerning, who is able to, penetrate and find out that what is ultimately real and what is not real. You need that kind of vision. We have it, but somehow we do not give much scope to it. And as the principle of evolution goes, that which you don't use, you lose. My predecessor here, Swami Sarvagatananda, used to mention that very often. That which you do not use, you lose. So your power of discernment to see what is real and what is just a passing show, that capability is soon lost, just as that it is told in the preliminary evolution training or under this education, that The earlier human beings also had a tail, like monkeys, as did, the evolution from monkey to human being. Of course, many say there is a missing link that is not found out, but it is this from the monkey, human being, as the human beings got formed, they could stand on their feet, they could do many other works. The tail was not necessary then. That was more for balance, jumping from one branch to another branch. So the tail became unnecessary. It was not used, and gradually it vanished, but still we have the tailbone. So it shows the sign that it used to be there, although not present right now. So this sense, for many people, that let us find out what is real, what is lasting. So we have a criterion as to how to decide something to be real and something that just comes and goes. That is unreal because it is a passing show. Like we see things in dream. Are they real? When we wake up, we see that it was just a false perception. Those things are not real. I might have owed. I took $1 million loan from somebody, and now in dream I was worried how to repay it. When I wake up, I see, oh, that burden is off. I didn't take any loan actually. So it is because it is dream we see, and then yet when we wake up it is not there. Why it is considered unreal? Because it changes. So anything that undergoes change is not real. So we see that we have to see what is real. As a practical person, we all want to be practical people. As a practical person, should we go after real or unreal? The answer is no-brainer. We should go for that which is real and not which just appears. What appears, we go for that and we get cheated. That is why we see this is what the cheats use to rob others. They show one thing, and then there is actually that thing is not there, something else is there. So they give promises that allure you, but then there is some fine prints that we do not see, that it is like this, like that, like that. It is, we do not see that, and thus fall in the trap. Like a mouse gets allured by a bet that is put in the trap. The mouse doesn't see the trap, goes in and gets caught. So we also fall prey to such things because we do not discern, is it real? We identify ourselves with the body, which is changing. Am I that? If you apply reason, it can easily be established. Even it doesn't require a very big rocket science intelligence. Even some simple middle school logic is enough to show that we are not the body. And yet we identify with it. And thus we get cheated. Because we are not body and yet identify with the body. So when we apply the reason. We have the capability of reasoning, but we apply it in all wrong things, non-beneficial, impractical things. That it is, let me get lot of pleasantries for the body. If I am not the body, what benefit does it bring to me? So we do not apply that faculty of reason. So this question came to this boy very strongly. We saw the story of Kathopanishad, that this young boy, he was sent in anger to Yama, the god governing the death. And then he got 3 boons from that god. First was boon, he said that, okay, let me, my father become calm down, and let everything be fine there, let him recognize me. It is about the kind of comfortable, good social life on earth that we want. A good social life, comfortable life, a life of plenitude on earth. But then this life is very short, comes and goes, and we all think about the next life, the heaven. There it is imaginary. That there will be some place where the enjoyments will not cease, where the life will be eternal, where there will be no hatred and jealousy and no wars and so forth. So peaceful life that is everlasting, we imagine that. And then Nachiketa, this young boy, asked about it, that how to acquire that, what sacrifices one has to do, what steps one has to take to get to that awareness. And God of Death very gladly told him about that too. Not only that, he gave an additional boon. This was not matter of choice. He said that, yes, you learned it so fast and so clearly that this sacrifice now henceforth will be known by your name. Like Newton's laws. So they get known by the name of Newton, because Newton discovered, not that they were applicable only for Newton. It is so. This whole sacrifice will get your brand name now. It will be known by you, your name. And then let me know what else you want. Now, this question comes, what is to be asked for? Everything that we can think of for a comfortable, luxurious, well-respected life on earth or even in the heaven has been asked for. It has been kind of given. Now what remains to be inquired about? Everything seems to be all taken care of by these 2 boons. But Nachiketa had something far more important to seek. He says, please tell me, when a person dies, some people say that it is all finished. Something else that some others say no, that nothing, the person still is. I want to know the secret of it from your mouth. You teach me what survives. The question was essentially about that which does not perish, and since that which changes perishes, it is something about that which is changeless, that we were meditating upon, this center of our consciousness, that it does not change. The body changes. I remain the same, the unchanging reality. We can see that our body keeps on changing all the time, but still we know that it is the same. Like one good example is that we say that, okay, I will come there on this and this date. It is like I told some that I will be going to Puerto Rico on this date. Then when I went, now I had booked the tickets about 2 months in advance. And all the programs were all set there. But in 2 months, the body certainly changes. But then I didn't say that somebody else had booked the tickets and somebody else came and somebody else has promised that I will come. And those to whom I made promise, their bodies also were changing. But we are so convinced that I did not change. Those people whom I told, they did not change. Their bodies, well, they did change. If the body doesn't change, it is not body. As just a series of chemical changes that gets called as body. And so it is, if the change stops, it is dead. It is constant changing. And yet there is something that I remains unchanging. So the question was, I want to know that. And before answering the question, the god of death wanted to see if this person is really competent to get the answer. For everything there is the competence is tested. Suppose somebody says, I want to, apply for the PhD course in this university, I want to do PhD. Then there is qualification. No, I am a middle school drop-off. Then no, you cannot really get into this university for a PhD course. First complete your schooling and undergrad and all that, then you can apply for that course. So it is, there is an eligibility for everything. So for asking this question and getting the answer, and there is an eligibility test. In a way, very simple. Do you really want to go on this path? Because it entails giving up the other path. You cannot walk on the two divergent paths at the same time. Let me go to the west, and at the same time let me go to the east. No. If you want to go on the east, then you have to give up going to the west. It is not possible that you can go simultaneously on that. Nachiketa had asked a path, that is, going on a path that will make him leave all the other things that are on the other path. So, are you really ready to give it up? or after going a few steps on this path, you are at that memories of the attractions of the other path will come, and then you will give this path up. So he wanted to test him. He said, that is very difficult. The answer to your question is very, very difficult. Why don't you ask something that is more, tangible and easy to get? I can give you that. I can give you the life as long as you want. I will give you the youth that will never go away. You will be young, and all the objects of enjoyment will be at your service. He also shows all those objects. Look, and ordinarily human beings won't get that, but I will be giving you all these things. Enjoy them as long as you want. But give up, this is too difficult. Give up this. Ask anything else you want to. And Nachiketa said, all those objects that you are showing me, very lucrative for those who are not thinking beings. They appear, disappear. I told you that incident, that a little girl had come with her mother. The mother wanted to talk to me on something, and this little girl was pestering the mom for candy. Hey, I want chocolate. Now there was, a TV that was going on in that office there, and there was an ad of some candy, nice candy bar was being shown. And I told that girl, hey, why don't you pick it up? Why pester your mom? It is right there. Take it. But that little girl was wise enough. She said, no, that is not real. It is appearing there, don't you see? It appears, but it is not real. There is no candy there. She said, in fact, crying, I still remember, she shouted that, that's not real. It is seen there. What is it then? Now what she would understand, that is only electricity. It is not real. It is not real. And we get caught into the appearances, not real. Nachiketa told this god of death, don't try to fool me. I know that this is all unreal. Not only that, what you call enjoyment is only taking away all the power of our organs that we call as enjoyment. Sri Ramakrishna used to give the beautiful analogy that what all the pleasures in the world, what are they? In Bengal they get a fruit called amda. Looks like a mango, and very alluring. That and this, what is that pleasure? This is like that amda. What is amda? He would say nicely, athi ar chamda. Amda, athi ar chamda. It is, there is a big pit in it and a thick skin. And whatever is in between a little bit, that is very sour. And if you eat it, you get the stomach colic. So that is all the worldly pleasures, he says, are like that. It is, you get caught in them, you get attracted towards them, and then what are they? Athi or chamda. It is, you have to, it is big. So you have to buy many pounds, lot of money for something that is very little meat in it. And then that also, when you eat somehow, it brings stomach colic. So this is what happens when we go for enjoyments in this world. It is very alluring. So our discernment power is not enough to go and push aside the appearances and see the reality, the truth behind them. But Nachiketa saw that. He said, "No, don't fool me." He taunted Yama that, "Oh, after all, this is all, coming and going. It is not going to help me at all. Let it all, these things be with you. I don't care. Have it yourself. These all pleasantries, you enjoy them. I want none of these." And when Nachiketa, this answer was heard, the god of death was very pleased. He said that, "Okay, now," he said, "you have proved yourself worthy of getting this knowledge." That he said there, the Sanskrit words are very beautiful. Anyat shreyah anyadutaiva preyah te ubhe nanarthe purusham sinitah tayoho shreya adadanasya sadhu bhavati hiyate arthat yau preyo vrinete. That one thing is the right or good, and quite different indeed is the pleasant. Having been of different requisitions, they both bind the being, the Purusha. The Purusha is a beautiful word. It means the indwelling being. The body is like a town, and the one who dwells in the body is called Purusha. So it is that both of these, that which is right, path of the right and the path of the pleasant, they both bind a being in different ways. Both are kind of paths. So path means, it is bound. There is the road, it has its edges. You have to go along that road. So it binds you. You cannot just go elsewhere. You cannot go off the road of the track once you choose it. So it is like that. You are now governed by the laws of that road. So both these you can choose one of them. And one is Shreya, other is Preya. Preya means that which is liked, very alluring. There is a saying that Dilli ka laddu khaya so pachhtaya, nahi khaya so bhi pachhtaya. There is that laddu, a sweet ball, that is sold in some Delhi market. It's saying, I don't know, but if you don't eat it, you feel sad. Oh, I missed it. And if you go to eat it, they look very nice. And you go and buy them and then try eating, they are hard and difficult to digest and so forth. So those who eat, they also repent, oh, why did I eat it? And those who do not eat, they feel, oh, I missed out on that. So these alluring pleasures are like that. but they do not lead to ultimate good. They lead to more and more bondage in life. It is, but this path, Shreya, the prayer, the way of going by the like and dislike, and Shreya is that which is right, which is correct. Mm. See, our criterion of choosing the path needs to change. Most of us go by what I like, and many times the society encourages. Even the psychologist says that, oh, let people do what they like. It is, let the children do whatever they like. Well, that is not really the proper teachings. They should be told to do that which is right. As human beings, we have that sense. For animals, yes, they do not have. Most other animals that we know do not have this sense of judging right and wrong. They only have that instinct, like, dislike. A dog, that automatically that food, whatever that is made for that dog, a dog likes it, goes for it. There is no such liking is same as right. But human beings understand the difference. That something I may be liking, but that is not what is right. I was watching a motivational presentation for these college-going young people that look. One girl, she was thinking how to prepare for my coming test. Oh, so much study I have to do, and I must, now concentrate only on that. But then her friends come, hey, we have this party today, and we are going, and you are also coming with us. And then she said, no, but I have this study. Oh, the same stuff again. What is there? Don't worry about that. Right now, enjoy this. After the party, then you can study if you want. But now that girl has now the options to follow these friends. Pleasant, study is a little bit tiresome. That is why many they feel sleepy when they have to study something, a difficult, stressful topic. Then they tend to fall asleep. So it is, but pleasantries, they don't fall asleep then, it is, even if they are sleeping, they will wake up and run for it. So, now this is a question. And then that presentation shows a wise, judicious friend comes to her rescue and said, no, if you go for that party, you know what will happen. Remember, these friends are not going to help you out there. So therefore, she determines, no, I will not go for it, and sits studying and so forth. So this is the right. That was pleasant, no doubt, but one has to do what is right. It may not be pleasant. So the two are two different paths. And sometimes the so-called wise person says, let me strike a compromise between the two. A very attractive idea. Let me have a compromise. I will go for the pleasant for 1 hour, and another hour I will spend on going on the path of right. And this is what is described here, that both these come to human beings, and then there is the temptation. Shankaracharya puts this in compromise, this compromising tendency in the commentary. Why not, do both? Can you walk on these two paths, going to east, going to west? No, you have to choose there. That is why when you are driving and you come to a fork, what to do? Sometimes, nowadays you have very good, those GPS tells you that which one to take. Otherwise, which one, this or this? Then whatever your instinct suggests, you go by that and then hope that that is right. That's all. It is not always the case, then you have to come back and go the other way. So it is, you cannot have that kind of a compromise. I will walk on the two paths like that. Means then you are not going anywhere. It is, therefore there is that nice saying, what do you do when you come to a fork? Well, pick it and start eating. So it is. So that is what you can do with the fork. But it is like that, two paths going like you see in this picture. That both are like that. Against this compromising idea, therefore, Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount, a very beautiful statement, that go by the narrow gate and the narrow path. The wide gate and the broad path leads to destruction. And many go on that because it is wide and broad. The gate is wide. The road is broad. Let us go on that. But he says, enter by the narrow gate. And the path is difficult. It leads, very few are walking on that. Very few. Do not please attribute it to the modern times. Even in the olden times, only very few wanted to go on this narrow path, giving up the other path. You see that even in the times of Jesus Christ, most would go to the path that is wide, broad, and thousands of going on that, because that is what we seek, the pleasures. Then the pleasure tendency, that instinct becomes very strong. And though it is not right, one goes in that direction. Even in Bhagavad Gita, you read this very beautiful verse, that even those days, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye. Amongst thousands of human beings, one perchance strives for the realization of truth. And amongst those who strive, many amongst those striving people, one may succeed perchance. So this is the case. But yet, why should I not be one of those few? I can be one of those few. Actually, we do that. Once I remember that nice incident, that we were going in a car and somebody asked me this question, that it is, how much chance, Swami, do I stand when it is said that one amongst thousands strives, and amongst those who strive, perchance one. This is what Bhagavad Gita says. So tell me, how much chance do I stand? Means, if I stand very little chance, let me not bother about it. Let me go on this path of collecting more and more worldly things. What are those? You understand if you go that they are all collecting zeros, non-existent, vanishing things. Whether you have less or more doesn't matter there. Only zeros. What cream? If I give you, say, cream, do you want $0? Swami, thank you, but I don't want. If I give you 5 zeros, no, please don't bother about it. It is, if I give you $1, okay, that I may take, you can add then 1 or 2 more zeros over it, that's all right. But only zeros, no. And all these worldly riches are just zeros. More, just accumulate more and more, doesn't lead to anything. So this man asks, how much chance do I stand? And then I didn't reply, I was thinking, but another traveler, another person replied there that, they say that even if you lose a lottery ticket that you bought, your chances of winning the lottery are only very marginally reduced. But still people go and buy a lottery ticket, they go and play, they go to gambling places and play there. Although logically they know that it is not possible, very small chance of winning anything. And yet they go and buy lottery tickets. Or they hardly any chance. But what it means is that if you do not, by then you don't. One devotee was praying to God, oh Lord, please make me win this lottery ticket again and again. I want a lot of money, make me win the lottery. And then once God came to his dream and said, oh my child, at least buy a ticket. That much you have to do. That it is, at least buy the ticket. So it is, go for it. You be one of the thousands. What is wrong, if you follow the multitude, collect only zeros. Nachiketa says that there is nothing on this side. Zeros. There at least I have a chance. And what is wise? Again, answer is no-brainer. Instead of collecting lot of zeros, you at least have a chance of realizing the truth. That is what a wise person, a practical person should do. We call ourselves practical, but most of us are terribly impractical. Running after non-existent, unreal things, how can we call that practical? Many times I get asked this question, Swami, but in the real world, I begin my answer usually, is that a real world? Just test and see. It is not real world at all. So this is that we must think about. Nachiketa thinks about it. Buddha thought about it. Swami Vivekananda tells that, look, it is the Buddha, when he had left home and hearth for finding out the way to the ultimate, that way out of sufferings. And at that time, the temptation came to him in the form of a very good friend. And he asked Buddha, he like a lawyer, he started argument, first sympathizing with him. Oh, I understand, that you have given up this uh, everything here for finding the ultimate truth and way out of suffering. But do you know, have you found that way? Do you know it is or not? Uh, Buddha said, not at the moment. I am striving, not at the moment. But then his friend said, isn't it wise, to have your kingdom, your wife, your little child, and others, they are there. Why don't you go back to them? That is real. This, you don't know whether there is such a that way out of suffering or not. Isn't it wise to have one in hand rather than two in bush? So it is. And Buddha said, oh dear, no. It is, I have seen that side. There is nothing there. Everything is just effervescence, appearing and disappearing. I don't want to get fooled by that. I am a practical person. I am not going to all those appearances. It is, in this there is hope that I will, maybe I will find the truth and way out of suffering. He did find. So, Swami Vivekananda says that this is the beginning of religion. That religion is telling us about the goal of our life and the way to achieve it. The goal is to realize our true nature, the God. That is called therefore Narayana. One very common popular name of God for Hindus is Narayana. The meaning of this word Narayana is the goal of human beings. That is the goal of human beings. So let us go that way. That is not apparently pleasant, but it leads to bliss. What is apparently pleasant leads to suffering, heartbreaking, repentance. Why did I do this? But if you go on the other path, there is, as you proceed, more and more light will come there, more and more bliss will come. You will never have to say, why did I come on this path? Because that is leading to the truth. So Nachiketa about Nachiketa, the Yamaraja says that, look, you became preeminently eligible to know this truth because Sattvam Priyan Priyarupanscha Kaman Abhidhyayan Nachiketo Atyasrakshi Naita Srunkam Vittamayim Avapto Yasyam Majjanti Bhavo Manushyaha. That so Nachiketa, thou hast renounced, given up all those pleasurable objects. They are attractive, and those pleasant appearances you have given up, not emotionally, not by, my friends, they have given up, so I also want to give up. Not like that. Abhidhyayan, very beautiful word. By analyzing what they have, what they actually are, and then by seeing that they are actually nothing. Abhidhyayan Nachiketu Atyasrakshi, by analyzing, by looking at them, by discerning, you have decided not to go for that. This path looks very nice. Lot of people go on that. But again, friends, majority is not the test of truth. Mm. This morning we were having discussion that in science, in our high school science class, the teacher said, well, learning science, is important because you analyze, you come to conclusion through observation and experimentation, you come to the conclusion. And it is not majority. Majority may not believe that, but the truth doesn't depend on what majority says. Suppose a majority says that salt, that is the example he had given. Suppose majority says, the student says salt does not dissolve in water. And maybe the teachers, they were forced by the law, that majority. No, you must give them that correct mark on that the answer is correct. And so they all got good marks for giving such an answer, that salt does not dissolve in water. The question is, will that have the effect on salt and water? Salt will still dissolve when you put it in water, even if the whole world says no, it doesn't. That is the test, that it is, most people go on this, doesn't mean that I have to go on this path. One has to analyze and see. He says further, this god of death, that, see, they have completely different results. If you go on this path, you will go here, you will reach here. Go by this path, you will reach there. Duramete, viparite, they go in completely opposite directions. There is no possibility of compromise in that. They are called avidya, ignorance, and the path of ignorance and path of knowledge. Avidya, yacha vidya, iti jnata. So, Nachiketa, I consider you vidya bhipsinam Nachiketa sammanye. Natvam kama bahavo lolupantah. I consider you to be the desirous of vidya, the wisdom or knowledge, and that is because you have given up. For going on this path, you have given up many pleasant things. So this is how one should choose the path. Once you choose the path, then you will reach the destination. If you continue on it, sure, you will reach there. If you choose the other path, you will reach the destination of that path. So therefore, one has to make a good, correct choice of which path should I follow. Let us not worry about the path I chose in the past. And now, as we know, let us make a fresh choice. Every moment we see these two paths are open to us, so let us make, and what is called, in the modern terminology, informed choice. Let us make an informed choice which path we want to take. Thank you, friends. Let us think about what we discussed for a few seconds, and then if you have any question, feel free to ask. Yes, any question? There is no question here. Any question up there? There is no question up. Oh, you are still checking, okay. The web questions, So, they type, so. There is one question. Okay, please read out. Well, you look at the life of that person, just by saying it doesn't become real. In the emotional effervescence, people say many things, but that doesn't mean that is real. Why? Firstly, how would you be know? There is no way of knowing unless you come close to that person. And still, even Sri Ramakrishna, hardly anybody could believe that he was Avatara, although they were staying right there. Nobody believed that Sri Ramakrishna was an incarnation of God. How many believed that Krishna was incarnation of God in his early childhood? Very rarely. How many believed Jesus to be the incarnation of God? Very few at that time. Only 12 of these disciples who chose to follow him. They understood that. Others did not. So therefore it is not easy to answer. How we will know? We have to study their life, the acquaintance, the tremendous force of their life and so forth. There is no quick answer to any question connected with that. Thank you. Oh, you have now, she has a question now. Now I do. Huh? Now I do. Oh, okay, okay. You were pondering. Yes, John.
I'm still not sure I'm going to word it correctly, but the title, Choosing from the Two Paths,
Yeah.
It seems to me that is a continual choice throughout life, not just a one-time choice.
Yes.
Is that implying, the title implying it's a one-time choice?
It is, at every moment, it is one-time choice.
At every moment, it's a
every moment there is, you have this choice, whether to act in this way or in this way. Now what happens is that if we have made the wrong choice, and we see it by results, it was a wrong choice, and then you have to retrace your steps back. Like when you know that you have taken the wrong route, now you have to make an about turn or find some way to come to the right path. So, therefore, in the conclusion I said, do not worry, do not keep thinking, oh, I made this mistake. Don't keep on, having that guilt feeling and crying. And just as you do, when you were driving, suppose you take a wrong turn, and then in Providence it is difficult. There is, suppose some road blockage, something, road repair going on, you take then another turn. And this is this city of one ways. So you cannot immediately come back, you have to come back going in this other directions. But you then come back on the right track. So it is important, it is a constant thing that because the temptation of pleasantries is always there. So even if you take the right path, afterwards you may feel, oh, look at how nice those friends who took the other path, they are enjoying the life, and I am trudging along this path, probably let me go and join them. It does happen. that you take the right path, but then do not have the courage to hold on to it because of the temptations of the other path. So it does happen. And when you go on a wrong path, you see that this is not the right thing I did. Say you read a book on Swami Vivekananda, and you see, this is not the right thing. Let me do right thing. Now, at that point, you again decide that I have to do the right thing. Now, according to the present situation, present conditions, I will choose the right over that which is pleasant. There is no possibility that it is you can go on the pleasant path of the pleasant and expect the results of going on the right path. Yes, Charlie?
Yeah, this morning I thought of a song that I wanted to listen to, so I listened to the song and then I went back to doing my spiritual reading. Should I never listen to a song?
That is up to you, who am I to tell you? It is, if you feel that that is going to put you on the right path, and go. If you know that it is going to pull you astray, then don't. It is, I don't know about that. It is you who, it is therefore the individual who chooses these things. Yeah. And individual gets the results also of that choice. You are bound by those results. Once you make the choice, you get bound by the results of that choice. So let us see what are the programs upcoming this week. So it is next Sunday. There will be the day-long birthday celebration for Swami Vivekananda, beginning from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. It will continue. Various programs will be there, like worship ritual, that distribution of the offered food, prasad, flower offerings, music. Then there will be a video on his life and teachings. Then there will be the symposium, again some music and so forth. So that will be the program next Sunday. Then Tuesday and Friday classes. Tuesday, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, and Friday, stories from Srimad Bhagavatam. These classes will go on as usual. There are the morning meditations, evening meditations, prayers. All these will continue as listed in our program given on our website, or you can pick up the flyer here and read that. So let us conclude with the closing prayer, after which you can join the Arati and then the soup supper. May the Divine, who is Father in heaven of the Christians, Holy One of the Jewish faith, Allah of the Muslims, Buddha of the Buddhists, Tao of the Taoists, Great Spirit of the Native Americans, Ahur Mazda of the Zoroastrians, and Brahman of the Hindus, lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May the all-loving being manifest himself unto us and grant us abiding understanding and all-consuming divine love. Peace, peace, peace be unto all.
light. This we can say through your grace. Destroyer of worldly sorrow and compassion, so infinite is your word. Your life's offered for the world's deliverance. Your life's offered for the world's deliverance, saving us from darkness and fear, renouncing of our lust and lucre. Therefore you were always spurning sensual life. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Grant to us pure love for you. You're fearless and you're free from doubting, with your mind very firmly resolved. Causeless refuge of your devotees, causeless refuge of your devotees, renouncing caste and birth. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of life. You give love and even sightedness. You give love and even sightedness to remove our anguish here. Our treasure is your holy faith, which take us very soon across this puddle of life. You give love and even sightedness. You give love and even sightedness to remove our anguish here. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Darkness is destroyed by your light. O Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and light. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Darkness is destroyed by your light. O Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. De 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 lang rang bhanga. These are all the sounds of mridanga. Nidhidhilanga ranga bhanga. These are all the sounds of mridanga. Spiritual songs devotees are singing for your worship divine. Spiritual songs devotees are singing for your worship divine. Jaya Jaya for your worship divine. Hara Hara for your worship divine. Shiva Shiva for your worship divine. Breaker of all our worldly bondage and adored by all, we adore you too. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ji ki Jai. Auspicious and blessed, graciousness sublime, all noble ends you give to us, granting us refuge, all seeing Gari. O Mother Divine, our love to you. Creation, preservation, dissolution are your powers, eternal one. Nature's real basis, nature's essence. O Mother Divine, our love to you. We come seeking refuge from anguish. Be our Savior through your deep concern. All our suffering remove, Goddess. O Mother Divine, our love to you. Victory, O Mother Divine, our love to you. Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. जय श्री राम कृष्ण देव की जय। जय श्री शारदा देवी की जय। जय श्री स्वामी विवेकानंद की जय। जय श्री बुद्धदेव की जय। जय श्री जीसस क्राइस्ट की जय।